Hi, today we're going to discuss all my cuttings and we're going to check in on everybody, including the outside veggie garden and the raspberries. And I'm recently trimmed my juniper and shaped him. So if you'd like to see, watch this. Hello, welcome to another episode of Growing Crazy with Jeanette. I'm Jeanette, and I'm crazy. Let's look around. Why don't we start on the other side of the room for a change? Yeah. Whisper looks good. She's very happy. My Jade. All the green, light green, are new growth. Then over here, this is General So. He is my brand new juniper, and I just got done trimming him yesterday because I shaped him in the last video, but I only had shaped the top of him, and now I shaped 3 little pom-pom areas around him that were just wild and untamed, and they needed shaped because it came from the greenhouse. So they just sell them in raw shape. But yeah, it looks really good. I think this is a happy plant. They said I don't have to put it outside for at least 2 years because it's a baby. So the roots wouldn't handle it. That's okay though. I can take good care. All I have to do is keep him watered and keep him sprayed with some water. And this is Ariel. You've all seen Ariel before. She's my crazy looking air plant. No, or so neat. I love this thing. Then there's Lulu, my exposed root bonsai. This is a Chinese elm. Right now, she could look better. There's a couple of leaves that aren't doing well. Maybe I watered her too much. I better lay off or something. This is Esme, and she is a Pinoak, and she has new leaves coming out in the center there. Then this is Pinocchio, the other Pinoak, who I put in a really cool container that I made out of stained glass. Used to be a candle holder, but I think it makes a cool planter. And then over here we have Manamana, my forsythia, who also looks very good. I don't have any beads or glass on the bottom of her base yet, but when she's not a cutting, when she's a full-fledged bonsai, then she will graduate. So this one has about another month under a CO2 tent before it goes anywhere. But it's doing well in the CO2 tent. You can see right here and right here, there's new leaf. So that's good. It's growing under the CO2 tent. This is Bonnie and Clyde, my begonia that is growing up out of the terrarium, and a little terrarium plant that I'm not sure what it is, but she had big leaves and she actually killed half of the terrarium plant. That's why it looks so funny. This is Shenley, my Fukien Tea. Just repotted her recently. This is Felix, my magnolia cutting. And I'm excited because this is a new one. And I trimmed off the bottom bark and put some rooting hormone on it and stuck him in here in some peat moss. And he should be able to be a tree. He'll be a bonsai around 2 months from now if all goes well. Fred and Wilma are happy. There's Wilma. There's Fred. I still have flowers on my shamrocks. Just one right now. No, there are a couple. That's amazing. I don't know why this thing's so happy, but I'm not going to complain. And then we have the new frond growth on my staghorn, who is very cool looking. We have 2 new fronds coming up. Can you see? This one and this one. Everybody down here is doing well. Paul, Ringo, George, and John. That's right. Well, yeah, there's a terrarium plant, the sticks on fire, an ivy, just some random stuff in there. Then this is Puff, the magic dragon fruit. He hasn't done anything yet, but I have a little curly orchid cactus in here with him. This is Eloise. She is a calico. And she's just a regular plant. She's not a bonsai, of course. More terrarium plants. There's Sid and Nancy. And then over here, we have Frederick, who is actually he's 2 plants, really, because there are 2 blueberry sticks in there, 2 blueberry cuttings that I'm trying to root so that I can have 2 blueberry bushes. This is a wedding veil. It gets really pretty white flowers flowing from it. So I'm not sure if it's going to work out, but we're going to try. And then this is Loki, my burrow's tail, who's still hanging in there and actually is doing pretty well over here. So that's good. And then everybody else is happy. Eden is happy. A lot of babies on this one. A lot of babies. This one loves it. Loves it where it is. They get the morning sun over there. Suki doesn't have any little spires or babies coming off of her yet. She's young. It'll happen. But this one has a brand new one right here. So that's good. And of course the snake plant is always looking good and doing fine. I just can't believe how old it is. It's as old as I am, if not old. It's got to be older than I am because my great-grandmother had it. So, yeah. Then right here we have Sylvester, who I have in water. He's a water plant because I learned that peace lilies can root and live in water. They don't have to have dirt. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Let's go outside. This is the fountain. Very peaceful and serene. Gotta love the fountain. I've got to scrape all this ivy off our house. That's not cool. Palmer is doing okay. Palmer Cortland. He's yellow because he got too much rain last week, but I moved him out of the rain area. So hopefully he'll be alright. Over here, we have some columbines that bloomed for a second time. I'm not sure why, but that's okay. They're so pretty. They're very unique flowers. And we've got some lilies, tiger lilies. Let's go look at the veggie garden. Ooh, let's look at the raspberries first. Here we go. This thing is just massive. This is a huge bush, and it's growing everywhere. We have tons of raspberries. Nice. So I'm going to eat them all. Even though they have sugar in them, I don't eat sugar. Natural sugar is okay. I make exceptions. It just rained, so everything is very wet and happy right now. That's all the corn we have growing up right now. 2 different types of sweet corn. And then I have a tomato right there, and a corn and a watermelon also in that row. These are potatoes. And over in this aisle we have some baby broccoli growing. I don't know if you can see it if I zoom in. There's the broccoli. And then I have beans all over the place too. So hopefully they'll all do well and we'll get some fruit and, fruit and veggies out of here. Wow, that ivy looks bad. I've got to get that. Well, thank you for watching. It's always good to see you. Hope you had fun. Subscribe and like, and remember, I love you. Bye.